In this video, I'm going to introduce you to the Sigil interface that you will be using to create a practice ebook and then your assessment ebook. I'm going to go through some of the tools here at the top that we will use when making the ebook. We won't be using all of them, but I will highlight the most important ones. Then I'll explain the different areas underneath and what they're used for. Starting with these first two, these are the versions of EPUB we can create in. My suggestion is EPUB 3 as it's the most recent. Then we have some of the familiar icons we use to in other interfaces. Our open, we have our save, and we have our existing files. These particular ones are to do with checkpointing. I may cover this at a later date. These ones we won't be using. Then we have the familiar undo and redo buttons. We won't be using then a number of these. This one we'll use. This is how we're going to insert our images. This is if we need a special character, and we won't be using the rest of those ones that we can see. But in a later video, we will be looking at these ones, which are about generating our table of contents. On the second row, we have some useful tools. We have the tag tool, so we can get our 6 headings or our paragraph tag. Then we've got the normal bold, italics, underline, and superscript, etc. We also have the align left, center, right, and justify. We have our bullets and numbering, and we have indenting. And then we can set the case of our selected text. Moving down into the main part, we have an area called Book Browser. This is where all our files will be kept. So anything to do with the text, our pages, table of contents are here. Then we have our styles. This is where we'll have our style sheets, like we do in CSS and HTML for web. We have an images folder, fonts, and we won't be using the other 3 here. This one we will do something very minor with later, but that's for a further video. Then moving over, we have the main section where we do all our coding. And then on the right, we have our table of contents. So once we've actually generated something, we'll see our entries there. And if we scroll down to the bottom, we've also got a preview area, and that's where we'll preview in a very short form what our book is looking like at the time. So that's what the Sigil interface looks like. In the next video, we'll get started.